Hi, I'm Luke. Today we're going to be looking at installing a rudder on the Predator XL. This is a brand new Predator XL. It comes in two models. You can get it with a rudder or without. This one came with a rudder, so the cables are already run and the lines are already hooked up. We've unpackaged the rudder that comes with the boat. Now we're going to install it on the back. The first thing I'll need is the hardware that comes with the boat. This comes in your warranty baggie, along with your paddle clip. So we're going to take out the screws, install the rudder on the back, and we'll actually bring the camera around so we can look at how that's done. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is take off our rudder keeper, or anchor. This goes on the back of the boat and it keeps your rudder in place when not in use. So we're just going to set that aside for now. Now I've seen people try to install these before without taking the bracket off, and it makes the job a lot easier to take that bracket off first so you can actually access the screw holes. So you're going to want a power screwdriver. You can use a hand screwdriver, but this is going to make it go a lot faster. And we're just going to take that screw out that's holding this bracket on. And there's two places in there that it's threaded, so once you get through the first one, you can remove that nut. And that's why a power screwdriver is recommended. So we'll set the rudder blade aside, and now we have our mounting bracket. It's going to go right on the back here. So we'll take the screws that come in your warranty booklet, and there are more screws than you think would be needed because two of them go for your paddle keeper that goes on the side of the boat. I like to start these by hand just to make sure that they're not cross-threaded. Our bracket is in place. While we've got the screw gun out, we're just going to go ahead and get our anchor down as well. We're going to go ahead and attach the rudder assembly, and there's a notch here at the top. That is the top, so don't accidentally install it upside down. That's going to really degrade your performance. So that notch goes right in the top here. And the easiest thing to do with this is to just kind of feed this bolt down through first. And it's threaded in there a little bit, so you might have to use a drill. You can get it down there by hand. Alright, so that bolts through now. And what we're going to want to do is use the washer that came with it and the locking nut. And this nut has a rubber part on the inside, so you're going to want to have that facing down when you install this. So you put the washer on first, and then the nut, and because it's a locking nut, you're not really going to be able to twist it very far by hand unless you have Superman fingers. You might find that when you're putting the nut on, the long threaded bolt wants to push back up through, so one thing you can try to do is hold the wrench on and then use the drill to feed that through. Once it's tight, you can finish tightening it by hand. So there's our rudder, and when we pull those cords that will flip down. I'll show you that, but the next thing we have to do is actually attach the cables that allow the rudder blade to steer. Alright, so now we're installing the rudder cables. First thing we're going to do is put the small threaded bolt through, then next is a washer, then your cable, then another washer, and then a locking nut, and the rubber plastic inside is going to face down on this one as well. There's that one. Same thing on the other side. Okay, so our rudder is all installed, and I'm just going to go over a few of the things that now allow you to use your rudder on your Predator. Now we've got a rope that goes along the side here. There are 2 knots in it. These allow you to raise and lower the boat. It's typically done when you're on the water and your feet would be on the rudder control foot braces that allow you to keep it straight. If I pull on the knot to lower it down, you're going to see that it's going to want to tend to go to one side. So I'm just going to hold it straight and help it. This rope, pulling it forward, lowers it down and smacks into your toolbox. And then this rope, pulling back the other way, raises it back up. And that's all there is to raising and lowering the rudder. The foot braces up front are adjustable and allow you to steer hands-free while you're on the water. So let's take a look at those. The last piece are using the foot-controlled rudder steering system. And these are foot braces that are adjustable. So you've got a strap here, you can adjust it to whatever length is right for you. And then you simply push on the foot braces to steer yourself left or right. And these foot braces move the rudder